Letterman.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 11 minutes after 7, we're talking about being a little bit warm in here. I said I'd love to go see the David Letterman show, just so I like Letterman, but also because I've heard that it's like an ice box in the theater.
Yeah, I would never do that because I would freeze in place.
It would be outstanding. Speaking of which, you've come out of the producer booth out here
There
to
you
give us the world, the pulse,
Yes.
if you will, of what's going on.
I think I will.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
Knock it out.
All right. So I have never been to an IKEA, personally.
Me neither.
But, oh, that's fun. I like that. I didn't even tell him to do that. Thanks, Dylan. Dylan did that. Oh, he's so handsome and helpful. Anyway, another good thing besides Dylan that I've only heard good things about is IKEA. I've never been, but here's another good thing about them. They are actually going to raise their minimum wage. Starting next year, IKEA's United States employees will make $10.76 an hour. Now, the company said that it's overhauling how they are going to determine their wages for workers in each of the 38 stores that they currently have in America. It's now going to base their minimum pay on what's considered, there it is, there's IKEA, on what's considered to be a living wage in each local area rather than like what competitors around them are paying, like a Costco or a Walmart or a Sam's Club. Now, this actually comes the same week that a Gap has decided to increase their, or they're rolling out their wage increase, which they announced back in February, which I think is very cool that these companies are taking it upon themselves to sort of, take care of their employees rather than waiting on or being told by, the federal government or something to do that themselves, because I think that's great, personal responsibility on the part of the business to go ahead and do that.
What do you get at the IKEA?
Like lots of furniture.
It's furniture?
Yeah, it's furniture.
It's furniture heavy. I've been to one, I think, circa 1991.
What's the hook?
It's
Is it
just a little
It's
different.
supposed to be easy to put together.
Oh, so you have to physically bring it home and...
Well, oh yeah.
There's a lot of that.
Well, that's
yeah.
probably why I haven't been there.
That's the biggest thing, because I've never been in an IKEA, and I don't mean
Driven by
to
one.
derail your story.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, it's all. No, I was a kid at the time, and it was just boring to me. But
Yeah.
I think the hook maybe it's just a little bit more international, like it's Scandinavian. I think it might be a
Yeah.
Swedish company. So
It's
so if you're
Swedish
into
and
that, something a little bit different.
It's
That's
like
kind of
really,
how they get
like
there.
sleek and modern. I don't know. The only place that I've ever actually seen it was when I lived in France. Part of my intern duties at the place I worked was we had to put together a chair from IKEA.
Was it easy?
It was really hard. It was so hard because the thing is
Because the instructions were in English.
the instructions are in no language. The instructions are pictures.
Pictures?
That's why, because they're like, oh, we're international, and so they just put little pictures. And it's very confusing.
Where do you get an Allen wrench in France?
I never got an Allen wrench.
Metric system.
If they had sent me to get one, I would probably still be looking for one. I'd be like, où est le Home Depot? I'd be like, yep, at the
Right
Home
next
Depot
to the
we see."
wine.
Exactly, yeah. But speaking of international stuff, we're going to talk about the World Cup date, because, everyone's talking about it now, especially in America. Full disclosure, even getting more international, I actually watched yesterday's game on Univision because I don't have cable and I couldn't find it anywhere else. But I was able to follow along with most of what they were doing. And what I know is that we kind of won, sort of, in a way. America did win. 55 minutes in, Thomas Müller scored points for Germany. Point, I should say.
Yes.
Because that was the only point that got scored in the entire game.
Goal. It's a goal.
Sorry, goal. It was the only goal they
You
made.
know that by watching Univision. Because
Univision.
goal! There you go.
I got goal and I got la pelota, which is ball.
Ball.
And then I got, that was it. That was all I could understand. To be fair, I was reading and also hanging out with my cat Roger at the same time, so I was just kind of looking up. But, at any rate, like I said, America lost, but we still won because, A, we're America, and B, what happened was there's a parallel game going on between Portugal and Ghana, and Portugal won, so Ghana lost that spot, and then we kind of grabbed Ghana's spot.
Correct.
Is that? Yeah, correct. So we are going to be moving on to the knockout round, which is, once again, all credit to Bob Bonner. I'm just saying what he would say in the spot. In the knockout round, thank you. In the knockout round at this point, it's 16 teams, and as they get out, they're done. It's not like, the matching up now. We're done.
There's no contingencies.
Exactly. Yeah.
Très bien.
See you later.
Merci.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was, and one of the stories going into yesterday, outside of all the rain, was one or two of Ghana's top players were gone. And so suddenly it's like, all right, well, sweet, they've lost two of their main guys, and then it became a goal differential thing. So so when Ghana lost,
I didn't realize that.
we took the road right into the round of
There we
16.
go. I was like so just following the Germany America, and probably a lot of people were, because this is a interesting fact. The game yesterday was the most searched thing on Google period, all day in America.
I believe
Yeah,
that.
buy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Sure. Searched the weather a couple of times because, like you said, I mean, it was pouring
Yeah,
rain
they-
before the game.
When we
and
were
then they had
doing this
another
show,
round right
they were at
before.
3 inches of rain already.
Yeah.
And so we wrapped this up, and they still had 4.5 hours before they kicked off, and
Yeah.
it was still raining.
Yeah, they got another round. So by some, you know, but fortunately we got the game in.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that's tropical even for that tropical
Yep.
location.
So now they play Tuesday.
But they would have always. Tuesday's the next game. Okay,
good.
there you go. They would have always played, no matter like sort of what the weather, right? Is it one of those?
There was talk that they were going to
Okay.
maybe postpone and push it to another day, and then kind of mid-morning, we're going to get this thing in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
There we go.
Beat goes on.
There it is. And speaking of going on, let's go on to our last video.
Yeah, this one
which-
from our editor, Brandon Wisbaum, and it's a dog. And he's got a kind of Friday attitude right here. He's like, yay, this is awesome. And what he's thinking is awesome is this leaf blower. And then we see Monday face. I don't know why. My brain just went Friday to Monday.
I like it.
This is Monday face.
No.
Now, he's all about the leaf blower, so I do not feel like these individuals are putting this dog in any sort of
Any
danger
peril.
or
Yeah.
pain.
Kind of a science fiction creature.
He does. Yeah. He looks like someone from Alien.
Yeah.
Just the mouth of Alien. It looks
I'm
like
sure
Alien
this
mouth.
is I'm sure this is being shared a lot because it has 1.2 million views on YouTube and sort of like, hey, what's up? Here's what I'm thinking right now, and let the dog do the talking for you. That's a little guy, cute little guy. Dog video trending this morning.
And this is, I think, the third day in a row that we've had a dog video. So
There's been
Absolutely.
dog elements. I think
Dog
yesterday was like
elements.
the whole animals.
That's
on
right.
The
Yeah,
golf
yeah, yeah.
course. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But animals.
gotta love him.
Can't go wrong.
I mean, fantastic. No, I totally agree.
All right, Ryan goes back to the booth to keep us on track. We're back.